Okay, this is like my third attempt at this. The first attempt was just explaining everything, which didn't really work out because I found new things while making the video. Second attempt, I was stupid. Either way, um, this is the attempt right here. I'm feeling this one. So virtual desktop audio when you're using Voicemeeter can be a little difficult, and I'm finding that out right now. I already knew it, but I'm finding it out more trying to explain it. So let's start with this just real quick. I got Voicemeeter open. It's going to show some audio. We got a video, or some music, I should say. And then we have virtual desktop app. So cool. And then we have also the Windows sound control panel. First thing, let's talk about how the virtual desktop driver works, or at least how I'm familiar with it. We have virtual desktop in the playback tab. Pretty straightforward. All this does, whatever device has a check mark on it, that is what you are able to hear. So if I put a check mark on Voicemeeter input, which is right here in Voicemeeter, this column, then I will be able to hear things that come from that column. So if I were to test it, I'm going to shove my headset into the mic. I actually have it plugged in because it was about to die trying to make this. You hear that? Right. Cool. So that's why I can hear it. This has a check mark on it. So it's going from check mark to this device, which is my VR. But that means I'm only able to hear that check mark. If I try to hear audio from Spotify/Edge column, for example, I cannot hear it in my headset. And I'll prove it again. I'm going to move my headset right next to the mic. You don't hear it. So yeah, that's the whole problem. So the first method I'm going to go through, actually, no, not the first method. The thing you should do, regardless of what method that I've figured out here, change this. I'm going to pull this side by side. Change this to VR headset and computer. Do that. When you do that, virtual desktop disables itself. You need to re-enable it. Okay? You need that. At least eventually you will. So we're going to re-enable it. So you change these, you change the settings. The first method, the pros to this method is that I believe it'll have less delay for audio that doesn't pass through Voicemeeter. So for example, your game audio in VR, the con is that it's not that great of a setup for people that like to record and stream and have separate audio in OBS and have some kind of a layout of audio for recording or streaming. This method's probably the best for people that want to just play music through their microphone into VR while using virtual desktop, because you only have one audio application or one audio source in Voicemeeter and not all your audio. But I'll go over both. So the first method's for people that usually just route one thing, their microphone and maybe music, into Voicemeeter, and that's it. Cool. So what you're going to do for this method is you're going to select A1 as MME of your headphones, which you might already have that be done. So cool, you do that. You're going to come into the Windows Sound Control panel, and you're going to set your headphones that you just selected as MME. You're going to select those as the default, which is probably what you're used to doing anyways. Set those as the default. So now all the audio on your computer defaults to this device, except for the audio that you told to go into Voicemeeter, which in my case is Spotify and Microsoft Edge. So what's going to happen is the audio is going to go from Voicemeeter into A1, because you have A1 enabled there, which is your headphones. And Virtual Desktop's going to be able to see that now. Because like I said before, whatever has the check mark on it plays through your VR. So if I play this video, that was before, I wouldn't be able to hear it because it's on this column over here. I'll move my headset closer. It's clearly playing into my headset. Okay? So that means you can hear any audio from Voicemeeter, whatever you're doing. I'm going to say probably the audio from Voicemeeter is going to have a little bit of delay, but the audio going straight to this device without passing through Voicemeeter is probably going to have less delay with Virtual Desktop. At least I think it is. You can test that out. So that's the first method. The second method, we're going to keep all the settings the same for the most part, at least settings for here. Actually, we are going to enable this, but I'll show you what it does. So in this method, you're probably routing all your audio through Voicemeeter. So your A1 might be WDM or KS or ASIO, whatever. Mine is usually WDM. So I'm going to go ahead and select that. So that means now all audio has to route through Voicemeeter or else I won't hear it, because this is how I get lower delay in Voicemeeter with my headphones. So now we run into the problem of the method that I was trying to use that I just said, that method is no longer going to work. We can't set this as the default. It's not going to do anything. We need Voicemeeter input as our default because that's what I have my desktop audio routing through. So I'm going to set that as default. And I'm going to show you what this Voicemeeter mode does. So all it does is disable this feature right here on the virtual desktop audio device. So if I do it, it's not going to do it right away. I think I have to close. I don't know why it's so picky. So you enable it, and then I think just change this back and forth, and then it should just, yeah, then it works. Okay. So you saw what I just did there. Not too crazy, but, or you can just enable it or disable it manually, whatever is easier. So Voicemeeter input is our default. Virtual Desktop has that setting disabled. Good. We can actually go up here now in Voicemeeter and select Virtual Desktop as A2. And you have to select it as WDM. For whatever reason, KS doesn't work and MME sounds terrible. So select WDM as Virtual Desktop. Cool. It's going to have more latency than the other method, but sometimes you got to bite the bullet. So all you have to do now is you enable A1 to hear out of your headphones like normal, but now A2 is your headset. So if I enable A2, I'm going to play some music. If I enable A2 on this, now it's going to my headset. Clearly. And that's all you have to do. So then you just enable A2 on everything you want to hear, and you're done. Now you hear everything in your headset from Voicemeeter while still having audio separation, while still using Voicemeeter completely as your controller. Yeah. I think that's it. Man, that was a lot. Okay, so cool. If you have any questions or maybe something didn't work or I don't know, you can comment down below. I'll try to answer it the best I can. It's really difficult without screenshots and stuff. If you want better help, then join the VB Audio Discord. So then you can send screenshots and stuff. I'll probably be the one answering the question. Yeah. If this did help and if this did fix it and you don't need any more help, sweet. Leave a like and subscribe. Thank you. I would appreciate it. And yeah. Thank you for watching.